Hey, everybody, let's talk about zeros. Zeros are known by many names. One of them is zeros. The other one is, or another one is solutions, um, x-intercepts. I think that's it. Um, and so these are really important points. So when it says, what is it? Like, it's only valuable if you know what it is. Where is it located on a graph? Lucky for us, we have a graph right here. It is right here and right here. That's why these are x-intercepts, because it is located, where is it located on a graph? Um, where the function, where the function crosses the x-axis. What does it represent? It's values of what that do what? It's values of x that cause the y value of the equation to equal 0. And you'll notice that we put a lot of effort into this to finding these points, to finding these intercepts, um, because basically we can make any equation using simple algebra tricks. We can make any equation where we can just set it equal to 0. So if you had x squared plus 4x, and if we want to know when that's equal to 8, I can graph that on my calculator, and you'll see that there's 2 points where that's equal to 8. And those are kind of difficult to find, especially if you don't have a calculator, because there's a lot of things that could happen. If I put a 2 here for this first x, 2 squared is 4, and then I add 4 times 2, and that makes 8, that adds up to 12. If I change it to 1, then it's 1 plus 4, which is 5. So it's somewhere between 1 and 2, I suppose. But it's really hard to narrow in on that um, without, it's really hard to narrow in on that when it's set equal to 8. But if it's set equal to 0, all of a sudden it becomes much easier. We have a lot of different ways to do that. And all you have to do in the equation, instead of having it equal to 8, you move the 8 to the other side. And so because we can always do that, then zeros become this thing that no matter what the equation gives to us, we can solve for the zeros. And you can see that this location where the blue and the red line cross, if you move straight down to the x-axis, it's where the new function crosses the x-axis. It's the same place. The intersection location, if you're still here, then kudos. The intersection location is 1.464. But then if we do, let's do this one. Remember 1.464 was the intersection point, but look, 1.464 is also the 0. And so it's just a nice little algebra trick, and it creates a system where we can factor and we can find, break it into these smaller pieces that are easier to do, easier to solve, and we can find all these different solutions. Zeros are heroes. You heard it here first, people.